I would like to expand on a description of Krias Yam-Suf that I heard from Rabbi Tuvia Singer, the chief rabbi of Jakarta, Indonesia. Rabbi Singer points out that there's a basic technical problem with Krias Yam-Suf that's a difficulty to understand. The Red Sea is not like all other seas that incline gradually until they get to the depth. The Red Sea drops off right away from the embankment. So that means that right on this, when Klal Yisrael was standing on the side of the Yam-Suf, as soon as it dried up, there was no way to get in. Even though there's no water, but there's no way to go. You couldn't go down. You couldn't cross it on the dry land because it goes all the way down to the bottom. It doesn't incline. That is the problem, and Rabbi Singer should know because he himself is a professional scuba diver and he's been in the Red Sea itself and he's been in other seas too. And he says this is a well-known thing that the Red Sea it doesn't go down gradually; it goes down straight down. So where did Klal Yisrael? How was Klal Yisrael able to pass the Yam-Suf? So Rabbi Singer says, and a lot of people talk about this. There's one place in the Yam, one place in the sea that inexplicably, seemingly, it goes up. In other words, the whole thing is the floor of the Yam-Suf goes all the way up, all the way to almost to the top, up to like a couple of hundred yards up, almost to the top of the sea. There's like a road that goes across, like a bridge that goes across the whole Yam-Suf. It's underwater, but it's all the way up, and that bridge goes across from east to west, west to east, across the sea. So presumably, when Hashem made the Krias Yam-Suf, so he split the water, and right over there where Klal Yisrael was able to walk on this bridge. When did that bridge happen? When did that thing form? We don't know, and that's not relevant to this vart that Klal Yisrael had a way that they were able to walk along on this land bridge, on this path. There are those I saw afterwards. I saw that there are those that want to explain this. That al piderech der al bag that want to say that most of the nisim that HaKadosh Baruch Hu does is generally more without changing the teva, and therefore things were more tivistic. It was a nes. It was still a miracle. It still happened exactly at the second when Klal Yisrael was there and Moshe Rabbeinu picked up his stick, and that's when it happened. But they want to explain that it wasn't a total it wasn't a nes shlei al pi derech hateva. They want to say that that somehow the waters were pushed away with some kind of with the wind, the ruach kadam aza, and they were able to walk across. But regardless of how, if you're going to explain the Krias Yam-Suf that way, it's important. Rabbi Singer's word is important to understand how Klal Yisrael was able to pass through. The depths of the sea is too deep. How Klal Yisrael able to pass? The teretz is that there's a land bridge. But so I was thinking, when did that happen? We don't know when that happened, right? But there's a pasuk in the middle of B'tzeis Yisrael Mitzrayim that we say during Hallel that's interesting. We're talking about the nisim that happened during Krias Yam-Suf, and in the middle, Krias Yam-Suf, Hayam Rav Hayonas Hayadin Tisav Liachar, and then all of a sudden it says Haharim Raktu Chielim, that the mountains jumped, they trembled, and Gevois Kivnei Tzoyin, that the valleys also moved. So Pashtus, and Rashi explains that it's talking about during Mount Torah, that for some reason we're talking about all different things that happened to Klal Yisrael in that time period, and therefore it's talking about Mount Torah also. However, if we would say that this formation, this sea change, this movement under the ground happened during Krias Yam-Suf, so then it would be better understood how the pasuk is coming in. The valley under the water changed and moved, and it became like a mountain underwater. But then I looked in the Medrash, and it's a Mefurish Medrash. The Medrash says clearly, a Medrash tell him, Ba'am B'Tzeis Yisrael Kuf Yudaled. The Medrash says that that even after Kadosh Baruch Hu changed, split the Yam, Klal Yisrael said, "Heyich Navar, how are we going to go?" Hikvi Leiv Hayam, Kadosh Baruch Hu hardened the heart of the water. He hardened the heart of the sea. And the sea filled itself up. Now, it can't mean that it got filled up all the way till the top, because if it got filled up all the way till the top, then why did the sea have to split at all? Klal Yisrael could have just gone on the whole thing filled up all the way to the top. But it seems like it filled up most. And like what we find today under the sea, we find this big land bridge, and that's what the Medrash, which was preserved for thousands of years, this Medrash says, Hikvi leiv hayam v'ol hayam u'malikol gedosav. And then I realized that it's not just a Medrash. There are many that explain that that's the pasuk. It's a pasuk in the Torah. In Parshas Beshalach, when Klal Yisrael, after Klal Yisrael came out of the Yam-Suf, Klal Yisrael sang the Shira. They sang a Shira in Perek Tezvav Pasuk Ches. It says, Kafu Tahoimos Belev Yom. So what does Kafu Tahoimos Belev Yom means? It hardened. Kafu means hardened. Tahoimos is the depths of the sea. Belev Yom, the middle of the water. So Rashi explains that there was some kind of rocks that formed and that knocked around the Mitzrayim. However, the Even Ezra says that the bottom of the sea got hard, and the Or Chaim, he talks about it over here in Kafu Tahoimos Belev Yom, and he sends us back to before the Shira in Perek Yudaled Pasuk Chaf Aleph, where it says that there was a wind going, that there was a ruach kadam aza kol halayla. What was that for? And the Or Chaim goes through a whole long thing. He explains that during the night was when this formation underground happened. He didn't know that we're going to find it today under the ground. We're going to find this land bridge, but the Or Chaim says that that the ground hardened under the ground. That happened the night before, and then in the morning the water split. So it turns out that this thing that the scuba divers know today were the Or Chaim spoke about, the Even Ezra and the Medrashim all spoke about this hardening under the ground, which gave way that Klal Yisrael should be able to pass through the Yam-Suf.